Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial because since the last time I did a makeup tutorial, a lot has changed about my makeup routine and I wanted to show it to you guys. Right, so the first thing I do is I clip my bangs out of the way with these adorable little bow clips. Now ever since I got my bangs bleached, I also asked my hairdresser to make my bangs a bit fuller so there's more hair in my bangs now. So I have more to section off. And now you can see my gigantic forehead with a lot of pimples. But we're not going to touch it because it's covered up by bangs anyway, so I don't bother doing any makeup on my forehead really. So yeah, let's get started. So I don't really use primer, but for the video I'm gonna use it anyway. So I use this Hello Good Stuff primer serum from Essence. Again, you know my thing with Essence, so I'm just gonna add a few drops of this to my face. Right, so now that that has dried, I'm going in with a concealer and I'm going under my eyes, a little bit on the forehead, a little bit in the corners of my nose, and that's all I do for face makeup. I don't use foundation for my daily face makeup, mainly just because it feels so heavy on my face and I don't like that. Maybe if I ever find like a good skin tint, maybe, but I haven't found one yet, so it's just concealer for now. Oh, I forgot to add, I also add a little bit of concealer on this big pimple scar that I have right now. It'll go away over time, probably, hopefully, but for now I'm adding some concealer on top of that. Then I take this big Essence brush and I use it to blend out everything. And right as my concealer is blended out, I realized that I forgot to shave my eyebrows. So I'm taking my little razor and I'm just gonna go a little bit on the sides. I was, I think, 15 years old when I first shaved off the tails of my eyebrows, and I liked it so much that I never changed it. I mean, they definitely used to be a lot smaller. They used to come to like here. They used to be like little dots, so I definitely let them grow out a bit more, but I still like to shave off the tails. Alright, so next we're gonna set my under eye concealer. So to do that, I like to use this white setting powder, and I use a fluffy eyeshadow brush. So just take some product and dab it underneath my eyes. Alright, so next up, I take my contour palette and I use the lighter shade and I put that on top of my eyelids with a clean eyeshadow brush. Next up, we're gonna focus on the eyes. So we're gonna get started by taking an eyeliner. I like to use this one. So I start off by drawing from the inner corner until about like here. I'm just gonna show you how I do it. I draw an upward line. Just like so, as you can see. Now next, we're taking the end of this line and we're going to connect it to the crease of our eyelids. And then I draw a line from the end of that line back to the beginning of the first line. That way you kind of have like a triangle shape with your eyeliner. And then I fill it in. There we go, just like this. And then we're going to do the same on the other eye. All right, I need to sneeze. All right, I did it on the other eye. It kind of looks bad, but that's fine. None of my eyeliners are ever even. That's just the way my makeup goes. So for the next step, I take a black eyeshadow and another eyeshadow brush, and I add some eyeshadow right here to fluff out the edges of the eyeliner. Just like this. As you can see, the difference between these eyeliners, this eyeliner is like softened out now. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Right, now that I actually blended that properly, it's time to take a white eyeliner pencil and I'm gonna go in with the inner corners of my eyes. There we go, just like that. I take a contouring palette, and I use the highlighter of said contouring palette, and I take a little brush, and then I just dab over the eyeliner pencil, and it makes it look a little bit better. Right, so that's how it looks. Don't look too close because it's still a bit blotchy. Don't look too close. But that's how to do the iconic inner corner highlight. Next step, I take my mascara and I go on my bottom lashes. This step, I always have to be very careful not to spill or smudge anything. So let's hold our breaths and pray. That went. Okay, now usually for my eyes, I would now do just some mascara on my upper lashes and leave it at that. But because this is a YouTube video, I'm gonna add some fake lashes. Lashes are on, as you can see. I'm not that great at applying lashes, so they're kind of poking out everywhere, but that's fine. I got these spiky lashes that one of my friends got me for Christmas. If you're watching, you know who you are. Thank you, they're really good. So next up, I'm moving to my nose contour. So for my nose contour, I again use this contouring palette and I use this dark shade. Okay, so now I look insane. So we're taking the brush again and we're gonna blend it out. Right, so when that's blended, I take my pinky finger and I take another contouring palette and I use the highlighter from said contour palette and I just add it to the tip of my nose and on the bridge. Is this the bridge? This is the bridge, right? I add it there. Finally, I use some blush. I just use this center blush I've always used. I've used this for like 6 years at least. I like to put blush pretty high up on my cheekbone, like this. Now I can put on my glasses again. I can let down my bangs. And for the absolute last and final step, I add a tinted lip balm. This is the same I always use. This is the Blackberry Shine Lip Balm by Labello. And that's my makeup routine. I hope you liked this video. I hope this was educational for you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on my video so it reaches more people. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!